Today, I'm going to start introducing you guys to the newest feature in darwin.Cloud, which is inter-office communication by text message. You could think of it as darwin.Chat. But the point of it is to text message to agents, or buyers or sellers or anybody in Darwin that has a mobile phone number in a way that your question or your message to them gets saved in Darwin. They get the message on their phone and they can reply to the text message in a way that saves itself inside of darwin.Cloud. I'm going to do a number of these videos that show you the ways that you can use darwin.Chat as a way to get answers that you need faster and have your questions and your answers documented in darwin.Cloud in a way that you can refer back to. So the first one we're going to look at is, how do you message an agent that you need an updated expected closing date on a deal that hasn't closed yet? And how do they reply so that you can have your pending cash flow forecast as accurate as possible? All right, let's go. This video is going to introduce you to the newest feature of darwin.Cloud, and that's called darwin.Chat. And I'm going to show you in a series of videos how to use darwin.Chat to make your company run much more efficiently and to document inside of Darwin the conversations that you have to run the company. We're going to get started with the idea of how to use darwin.Chat to clean up the board. So here I am, I'm looking at the board, and I see I have over 1,000 properties where the pending is past the closing date. So I'm going to click there, and I'm going to see the list of properties. For this tutorial, I've already picked the property we're going to look at. So we're going to look at 101 Mass Avenue. So I go to the property, and I can see, sure, this was scheduled to close a few years ago. I need to find out from the agent, when is this property really going to close, or is it a dead deal? So from this screen, and frankly, any screen in Darwin, I'm going to go to the lower right-hand corner, and I'm going to click this new chat icon at the bottom right of the screen. When that comes up, it'll show me conversations that anyone in the company is having about this property. And I'm going to click on the plus button to start a new conversation. So first I have to tell darwin.Chat who do I want to chat with, and in this case I'm going to put in the name of the agent. So I'm going to put in the agent's name, and then I'm going to click the agent. When the window asks you, do you want to chat about or just chat with, this is important. You almost always want to select chat about. The reason for that is when you chat about a property or a person or a bank deposit or an accounts payable voucher, the history of that conversation stays with the record, and you can view it later in the chat screen, which I'm going to show you at the end of this video. So I'm going to say chat about this property, and then I've got a regular just chat window. Hi Mark. This property was supposed to close in 2021. Is this deal still together? If it still is an active deal, then give me the new estimated closing date. Thanks, your admin staff. But you could just put your name in there too and send. So Mark has now received this message on his phone. Let's take a look at the phone of the agent in this case, because we're messaging to an agent, and see what they see and look at how they respond. So now I'm logged in as an agent on my phone, and I go to chat, and I see that I got a new message from darwin.Chat. When I click on it, I see I've got actually a few messages. There's some messages here about new office listings with a hyperlink so I can look at the new office listings that have come in. But I'm going to scroll up to where I've got the message from the administrator wanting to know about that deal that should have closed by now. It says follow this conversation, So I'm going to click on the link underneath follow this conversation. That's going to open up darwin.Cloud Chat in a browser on my phone, and it's going to take me to the conversation. Now I'm a really slow typer, so I didn't want you to wait and watch me type. But I typed my message here in the type a message box, and I hit the send button, and then my message, like in any chat application, appears here in the conversation. Let's go back to darwin.Cloud and see what the administrator gets. So the administrator is going about their day working on different pending transactions and so forth. And they notice that up at the top in the main menu, the chat button in the main menu has a green button on it to let you know that a new chat message has come in. They click there, and that takes them to the chat overview where they can see all the chats they've had with anybody. And here's a green dot next to the person that sent them a new chat conversation. It turns out they've had a number of conversations with this person, and here's the most recent one on top. This is the property that the agent was responding to from their cell phone. If I click on that message, I can see the conversation, the one just a moment ago, and then this agent went and added a couple other messages too. So this is great. Now I know that the correct estimated closing date is 4/30, and I know the price is increased to $475. And this chat message, because it was recorded for a particular property, at the top has a hyperlink that will take you directly to that property. So I click on the hyperlink, the property opens, I can update my estimated closing date based on the information that I got. I can fix the selling price to be now $475, and either from here within the property record or by going down here to the chat window, I can respond back to the agent. The agent just got this message on their phone, or I can respond to them back in the chat window, and I could add a message from here. Now, you might not be the only person that's chatting with this agent. The transaction coordinator or their manager or their mentor might have asked questions about this too. So just a little reminder, no matter who is chatting with somebody about this property, if you look at the submenu on the left and you go down to the chat submenu item, you'll be able to see here all the conversations that anybody is having with this agent about this property. So there's a little bit of an introduction about how Darwin Mobile Chat works from inside of Darwin to your agents on their cell phone and then back to Darwin.